the most valuable lesson that music can bring for my son and for young people and for anyone is the ability to empathize with someone.
Important for the parent to give the kid the foundation of the art and the music for your personal view?
My son is just 2 years old, but he has seen 10 times or 12 times when I play. It's very sweet because when he watched me play, he will walk towards the stage and wants to get on the stage, to join me. But it'll be like in a music venue or a bar or a restaurant. I would say is this, music opened my eyes to culture. Music is so powerful. When I'm in Vietnam, I visited Vietnam a few times. When I visit Japan, for example, I may not be able to speak a single Japanese. But when I'm in a place where they are performing and we jam a blues song, we become brothers. And we will share the sake, we will share the beer, whatever, and we will just laugh. So I think for me, the most valuable lesson that music can bring for my son and for young people and for anyone is the ability to empathize with someone. When you enjoy art and music, when you watch the person, you soak and absorb the music, you are actually empathizing or you feeling the same thing as this person. Now, if everybody in this world can do that, don't you think the world would be a much better place? If everybody can empathize with each other just by listening and being present, then the world will say, oh wow, I didn't know the different cultures, I didn't know that the different people, and maybe I just don't know anything. But with music is a bridge. So that's what I like my son to learn, that you respect everybody, it does not matter. You respect anyone and anybody with a guitar, wherever they come from. And I think that's the most valuable thing I learned about music.
Oh my God. You're so inspiring me so much. Even the feeling, the essence of you have, and we haven't even face to face with each other, and this is just over the Zoom. You should do more YouTube, by the way. I don't know.
I will.
I don't know if that's something you're inspiring to do, but you really have performer and the natural with the camera, you know what I mean? And the conversation with you is very flow. And I think a lot of young people will be inspiring by you, and I'm sure they will have a lot of questions for you about how to be a confident man like who you are today. Very calm, very empathetic, very loving, very kind. That's what you make me feel.
Thank you very much.
Is that the secret for your success, to be a boss and a leader? What do you think? Why people love to work with you, and what is your advice for young men to be entrepreneur?
I'm still learning at the age of 52. Firstly, because as a new father, you're forced to learn. Every day is learning experience, because your son is not talking to you yet. Not able to communicate, so you have to watch him. And I take care of my son almost every morning. I bring him to school. I have some help, but sometimes I will shower him, and sometimes it's so difficult to encourage him to say, I have to learn to say, let's your friends are waiting in school, I have to find a way to get him to the shower, and he wants to watch TV and he doesn't want, and he has tantrum. He's 2 years old. My son inspired me to learn new things for sure. But as a business person, you cannot stop learning. The day you stop learning, your business will not grow. And I always believe that. And with my team, I have a very strong team. I work with a very an amazing group of ladies, actually. A lot of my head of departments are ladies, half ladies, half men. My group GM, my head of tenancy, my head of marketing, they're all ladies. And sometimes I like that balance, to be able to say, hey, we're all learning here. See that I'm still learning. They also want to learn. If I were to admit I made some mistakes, let's learn, let's go. So things have to change for our Asian businesses. We cannot always be the boss. Oh, I say this, you do it, There's no more. Young people are different now. They ask questions. So what I would say is that as an entrepreneur, as a business person, especially during COVID, after COVID was still very difficult. Now it's still very difficult. The economy is still very difficult. So the more you should be self-aware. Self-awareness is so important. be able to work with your team, and also to find the right people to work with. Two, the difference between when I was 32 and 52 is that I have to be like, hey guys, I need to work with the right people. I cannot wait till I'm 72. It'll be too late. So I think we just have to be very conscious that time is precious, and build the right team. And I want to hire people smarter than me, actually. And I know people say that all the time, but it's true. If I can hire someone smarter than me, why not? Let them be smart. Let them do the lead. Maybe that person will be the next CEO. It's really self-awareness, finding the right people to work with, and setting a good example. I think this is the three main rules for me. Setting a good example by saying, if I made a mistake, I'm sorry. Let's find a way out of this. Right? So I'm still learning, but I'm very thankful that the company is doing reasonably well. So
Mention about work with good people. So what is the experience you have that you may not work with good people before, and it costs you like not good experience, that you can share that experience with other people so they can avoid that in the future?
every relationship, working relationship, sometimes it works very well. Sometimes you meet someone, like now I meet you, we get along, we can talk so well, right? But sometimes you have guests that I don't know why it's like so difficult. So sometimes we are lucky to meet people that we work very well, and I have met a few people well. Those people who we don't work very well, it's very important to be honest about it. And if it really doesn't work out, then there's a timeline. You can't wait too long, because when you have someone who's not contributing, other people are demoralized too. So you have to be very fair. I have to give you time. If I give you time and you have not delivered, then I'm sorry. We are not meant to work together. And it's fine. Maybe it's about personality. Maybe it's about chemistry. Who knows? But you cannot give it too much time, cannot give it too little time. I think at the end of the day, sometimes entrepreneurs have to make very difficult decisions. And that's the part that's very hard. Because I'm a musician, I'm an emotional person. I have to then say, okay, half of it emotion, half of it is okay, what I have to do. And sometimes doing the right thing means to say that you have to make a hard decision to do it. And I struggle with it sometimes still, but I think I'm learning to be better at that. So I think if I have to answer your question, select your battles, have a timeline, and make sure you're disciplined, because if not, then you'll be 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. It's a long time. To just be very mindful of how much time you spend.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will come back with you with another episode and another amazing guest. Bye.